And so I just have to add how impressed I've been with the first two pieces that have been read. Lincoln Alexander in perspective for this generation is really important, because some of us were going, yeah, good to hear that he's inspiring another whole generation of leaders. Congratulations. And could I add that to Jalen Fairclough?
First off, I'd like to thank everybody for giving me this opportunity and reading my essay. My essay's title is That Didn't Stop Him. The person of color who has impacted my life and inspired me to be a better person is my father. My father is such an amazing person in so many ways. He has had to overcome numerous obstacles in his life to reach where he is today. I am so lucky to call him Dad. My father was born to a teenage mother who left him in Jamaica and moved to Canada to try and make a better life for her children. This meant that my father had to live with a number of different relatives until he was able to move to Canada and be with his mother, younger brother, and younger sister. My father moved to Canada at 16 years old. When he got to Canada, he was put back a year in school, but that didn't stop him. My father worked very hard so that he would graduate with the students in his correct grade. This meant that he had to take the summer and night school courses to make it happen, and he did. When he graduated high school, he was accepted into a university engineering program in the city. After a year of very hard program and working part-time to pay his tuition, Dad found it overwhelming and unfortunately failed out of the program, but that didn't stop him. My dad changed his major and in 4 years graduated with a Bachelor of Science degree. After his university graduation, he applied to graduate school in Quebec and was told he was not accepted, but that didn't stop him. My father knew that this was something he wanted, so he was determined to make it happen. He got in his car, drove 5 hours, went to administrators at the school to plead his case. By the end of the day, he was enrolled into the program and received his master's 2 years later. To this very day, my dad continues to show our family that he will not let something or someone else stop him from reaching his goals. My dad will be the first to admit that he is not the most talented or the smartest person out there, but there is probably no one that will outwork him. I have given you just a few examples of many times my father did not allow obstacles to get in his way. The lesson I have learned from my dad is that if it is something you want badly enough, you'll be willing to work for it. I use this thinking in the classroom, on the playing field, and in all that I do. To be the best person I can be is not going to be easy. But at the end of the day, when others talk about me, I would be honored to hear them too say, but that didn't stop him.
Just real quick, I got to read all the essays as well, and I have to admit, that one as a father really got to me, so that was one aspect of it. And I recommend a son thinking of an essay to write about his father. So, good job. And Keisha would like to say something as well about this essay, so please, Keisha, come on up.
I promised them that I would not hog their show. But this essay, I think, like he said, all of us became very emotional reading this essay because it was just so authentic. And I can't imagine the emotion of your father. Congratulations, sir, and I think you really should come and do the honors with Mr. Johnson.
So, I'll give you the iPad.
I guess I should throw my 2 cents in. That one really got me on the inside, and it's what made me say, this is why we do it. And when you hear the other 2 essays, you'll really understand what drives us and what says, I mean, just to do this, it doesn't cost a lot, but the impact is, in my opinion, it becomes generational. Because what you've imparted to your son, it's going on to another generation, because he's surely going to do it for his kids. And then that's why we thought it's so important to highlight it, let the media, because we hear so much of the bad news. We don't hear the good news like this. And these are the stories that need to continue to be told over and over. Jalen, congratulations.